Hello, and welcome to IP Video Corporation's presentation of the ViewScan Weapons Detection System and how to safely and effectively keep threat objects out of our schools. I'm your presenter, Josh Tahn, Business Development Director, ViewScan Operations for IP Video Corporation. Today's webinar will require you to use your computer's audio instead of dialing in with your telephone. All attendee microphones will be muted for this webinar, so please enter any questions you have into the questions section of the GoToWebinar interface, and we will try and answer some of the questions during the webinar, as well as answer all of your questions through follow-up communication. You will also see a video playing in the bottom right of your screen. This is a real-time video of me setting the ViewScan up to demonstrate just how fast and easy it is. Welcome to IP Video. IP Video Corporation harnesses the power of PoE and the Internet of Things, or IoT, to deliver a range of open platform physical security, sensor and audio-visual solutions that provide maximum flexibility, performance, ease of use, and value. Since our founding in 1996, our U.S.-based operations and R&D facilities have manufactured and distributed network-based, video-centric products, providing customers with solutions at the cutting edge of development. We are pioneers in delivering purely network-based audio and video solutions, having entered the market shortly after the invention of the first IP surveillance camera and developing one of the industry's first network video recording platforms. Today, our systems and solutions are used around the world by a diverse cross-section of end users spanning numerous industries such as education, public safety, healthcare and commercial business, including Fortune 500 companies, government entities, and private market leaders. Weapon confiscations at New York City public schools certainly increased from 2014 to 2017. However, the 2017-2018 school year certainly showed a dramatic increase with more than 600 weapons confiscated than the previous year. Instances of guns in schools from 2014 to 2017 stayed fairly steady, hovering around 40 instances per year. However, in the 2018 school year, that total more than doubled to almost 95 instances. That is an alarming escalation that we feel certainly needs to be addressed. ViewScan is the safest and fastest concealed weapons detection system on the market. It is completely passive, emits no radiation, it is safe for pregnant women, medical implants such as pacemakers, and children. Has one of the fastest throughputs on the market today, drastically reduces pat-downs, and at 30 pounds and a setup time of 15 minutes, it is very portable. Now, I'd like to tell you about some of the features and benefits of the ViewScan that really set it apart from all of its other competitors. True threat object detection. The ViewScan software points out where threat objects are on each person that is scanned. A blue background and no audible warning signals a clean scan. A red background with a warning audible signals an object was found. As you can see, the graph and yellow dot placement shows exactly where the items are. Archiving. The ViewScan software will archive each person scanned with the following data: a snapshot image of the person, date and time signature of when they entered the facility, their alarm threshold settings, their sensor readings, and the graphical display. Portability. The ViewScan can be a fixed installation or a portable unit. It has a 15-minute setup and takedown time. It has the ability to process 900 people per hour real time and is very lightweight at just under 30 pounds. Safety. The ViewScan is safe for everyone, including pregnant women, people with medical implants such as pacemakers, and children. The ViewScan is completely passive. It does not generate a magnetic field or emit any radiation whatsoever. With having threat item targeting, where you can visually see the location of the item, it drastically reduces pat-downs, making it much less invasive, as well as safer for the person operating. ViewScan package options and add-ons. First, let me tell you that all new ViewScans purchased come with the ViewScan software package, all necessary Ethernet cables and power supplies, operational training, a 1-year limited warranty, and we also include a secondary handheld screening wand. The differences between the two packages are that with the first ViewScan package, you are getting the portal only, with its power supply and Ethernet cable. It is to be ran by a computer that is provided by the client, meets the proper technical specifications, and is dedicated to ViewScan use only. This option also limits you to silhouette mode only, where there is a human outline instead of a digital image. The second option is the ViewScan Premium package. This is a completely standalone system. It includes the computer, camera, network switch, and all necessary cables. This option gives you a digital image of the person scanned, making item targeting more accurate, picture archiving for reference, and the camera can be boom mounted for portability or wall mounted for permanent installations. We also offer some add-on items for your need or convenience. First is the airtight, waterproof, foam-lined SKB case. All of the components fit neatly and securely into one case, making it very easy for portability, as well as a safe, secure location for storage if the ViewScan will be used for temporary use. Next is a 42-inch HD flat screen monitor. This makes for easier viewing other than the laptop screen, as well as gives you the option to view what's going on from a different location in the facility. We can also provide a lockbox to secure the laptop so that the ViewScan readings can only be seen by the external monitor, guarding from theft as well as any unwanted changes being made. We are also offering a 3-year extended warranty to protect the components long after purchase. Additional screening wands are available for purchase if more than the one provided is needed. Integration. Because the ViewScan communicates through TCP/IP or Basic Internet Protocol, this allows us to tie into access control, facial recognition, visitor management platforms, as well as turnstiles. Specifications. The ViewScan is 82 inches tall, 48.5 inches wide, and 2 inches thick. There is a 32-inch wide walk-through space, making the ViewScan ADA compliant for pass-through width. The portal weight is approximately 30 pounds and plugs into a 110 wall receptacle. We also have a battery option as well for portability.
Today, I'd like to talk to you about the ViewScan weapons detection system, as well as demonstrate and talk about some of the items that it can detect. Now, to talk a little bit about the technology, with it being completely passive and safe for everyone, we're looking for ferromagnetic objects. So the difference is active detectors might detect gold and silver and platinum, but they also generate a magnetic field and emit some sort of radiation, where with this being completely passive, we're looking for ferromagnetic objects. And your first thought might be that might limit you. When you talk about secured entry points and weapons detection, gold and silver and platinum, those kinds of metals we're not really that interested in. We're more interested in guns and knives. And with that being said, I have a few items laid out over here on a small table to demonstrate what the ViewScan can detect. I'm just going to go ahead and start with the small pocket knife. It's a 4-inch blade, normal size pocket knife. I'll hold it in my right hand and walk through. As you can see, the ViewScan software immediately pinpointed where it was on my body in the digital picture, as well as showed you on the graph where the item was at approximately 5.5 to 6 feet off the ground. It was finding an item. I'm 6'4", so that's pretty accurate. Also notice on the other side of my body, on my left side, it did not find anything. I'm in suit and tie, I've got my belt on, I've got my shoes on, but I've complied and removed all of my items except the one thing I was trying to get through with. Going from the knife, I'll walk through with an unloaded .38 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. Holding it in my right hand in the same position. Again, you can see yellow dot placement directly on my hand. Right side at about 5 feet off the ground. It's finding that item. And that the left side of my body shows clean. The reason I point out that the left side of my body is showing clean is because that speeds up the throughput of your line of people. If you can immediately pinpoint where something is and not have to worry about the other side or even pat them down, you can just tell them where the item is. With that, what I'd like to do is I would like to go to just the polymer grip of a Smith & Wesson 9mm handgun. Now, going back to only detecting ferrous objects, we've got something that's basically 90% plastic. If somebody were to try and piece this gun in with the slide and the empty unloaded magazine, which I'll show in just a second, we will go ahead and see not only all three pieces, but even if we only saw one of those pieces, that gun is still not going to function if that one piece is caught going through security. With that, I'd like to walk through just with the polymer grip. And down by my waist. You can immediately see yellow dot change positions, shows directly on my left hand, and is showing 2.5 to 3 feet off the ground, which is approximately where this weapon is in relation to the floor. Completely unloaded magazine for a 9mm pistol. I held that in my right hand instead of my left that time. You can immediately see it highlighted directly where that item is, also showing my other side is still clean. For those facilities that are concerned about vaping, whether it's a school, whether it's for travel, being on airplanes, things like that, they don't want the batteries, whatever reason it is, if you do not want vaping devices coming into your facility, the ViewScan absolutely detects that. This is a very, very small vape pen. We're in relation to size of the business card. It's actually a little smaller with what's a little bit thicker, but you can see it's a very, very small device. And with that, I'll go ahead and walk through with the vape pen. And you can immediately see, as far as where it's sitting inside my jacket, immediately pinpointed where the vape was. You do not want cell phones entering your facility, schools, whatever your security protocol is, absolutely detect cell phones, immediately pinpoints where the item is. I'll go ahead and hold it in my left hand. You immediately see right where the item is. Also, I have a small pair of wire cutters. I'll change hands and walk through with my right hand. Again, immediately pinpoints exactly where the item is. So, just touching on the technology and what we detect as far as, detecting only ferromagnetic objects. Showing you the polymer grip of the 9mm, you can see, it has a very small metallic signature. It's 90% plastic, yet we still see it. So the thought of it limiting you, yes, if it's entirely plastic or it's solid gold, the view scan is not going to detect that. But as you can see with the different items that I've laid out, when it comes to day-to-day entry point protection, the view scan can absolutely detect the threat items that you're concerned about.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar on the ViewScan. We hope you found the information captivating and beneficial. Please visit us at www.ipvideocorp.com. Email us at info@ipvideocorp.com with any questions, or please call 631-969-2601. Thank you for your time.